Indeed. I'll say this right off the top, right? Because there's a very good chance that one Deej Television and I will talk about this on the Tukey's Take podcast, out now on Spotify and Apple Music. Thank you, Smiles, for the 7 months. TB12 kisses to all, of course. Yeah, John Tortorella benching Patrick Laine. I want to get right into this as well, too, so let's just move along as we go. But, yeah, no, John Tortorella might get fired. And I couldn't disagree with it. John Tortorella might get fired. Just like we are actually, again, as advertised, going to fire one Tristan Jarry and Matt Sjogard as we try to, develop both of them. Copeland is our goaltender now. But yeah, no, Patrick Laine getting benched is just something Torts can't do. Like, man, if you're a GM and you say to John, okay, you want this guy out essentially because he's quit on you. Well, I'm gonna get you this other guy. And then he sat Laine for decent amounts of tonight's game. I don't know what the future is for one John Tortorella in Columbus at this stage. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. And, I get it. We all know, okay, does Laine really fit what John Tortorella's looking for? But I don't understand the thought process of everybody has to play defense. Let Nick Foligno play defense, pass the puck up to Patrick Laine, and he just shoots 50 times a game. What's the issue with that, I don't know, though. Oh, man, Bayer being up to 87 is beautiful. Dark Void, 27 months. I mean, hey, I won't judge you for that real job, the alleged real job. Oh, Void. I remember the days where you weren't a bona fide troll. Great days. Great days, great times. Oh boy, we're really gonna have to make decisions here with our goons, aren't we? Aren't we indeed? Let's see, let's sign Jacobson. We'll also sign this MacArthur guy. We're gonna have to let go of a lot of our goons. We're gonna have to play favorites here in terms of who stays and who goes. So MacArthur signs, Jacobson, Alexandrov, Peterson, Copeland, Hanula can't sign because we have a full roster. Tony, what's up? Day went well. Started off today with decent little bit of broadcasting alongside one sin for the win. Fun times. Got to see a 12-year-old kid light up a competitive sixes league. Because that's what NHL Gamer, that's NHLGamer.com, brings to you. A 12-year-old scored a hat trick in a championship final. Competitive sixes. Blows my goddamn mind. He's unreal. Oh, and Dunno was the bona fide bad pun maker. I mean, he still is. He still is. Can't get the cap back on the bottle of water. There we go. Let's see. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically 8 with Hanula. So I have a spot for 4 dudes. So we're going to cut Joe Finley. Swiss Team and Elite now. Indeed, the ZSC Lions, who I believe Austin Matthews played for. Yeah, that was Austin Matthews' team. Their esports team has made the top European League now, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. Pretty pumped about that. Let's get rid of one Derek Shepard. We're going to get rid of Andrew McWilliam as well. I think the 4 that we'll keep are the 4 that you see here. To be honest, the 9-year-old's probably better at math than me. Fair. Biney, I'm sorry you got bopped. Good to see you, though. Let's see again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with Hanula. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, cool. So we should be good. Unless we sign some of our other dudes. You know what? I think we are going to sign some of our other dudes potentially. Yeah, let's keep Gudis. Fuck it. Elite Finals next. Baseball fan, the Pro Finals aren't over. They finish up on Wednesday. And then, yes, the Elite Finals on Friday and Saturday. How are the Goons? This team absolutely sucks. But it's the building blocks, the early stages of the series. So we gotta give it some time, right? Let's pay Radko Gudas a buttload of money. Let's Pay Sam Morin a buttload of money. And we'll figure out the forwards. We are going to need a goalie. Probably just sign some random veteran. So then forward-wise, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then 1. Okay. Goodness. All right. So MacArthur is going to be 2. Jacobson will be the third man in the AHL. All right, and then from there we get to decide out of all the veterans. All right. So I think this is the end of the road for Kyle Okposo here. He doesn't really fit the build of being a goon. We got him back up to an 84 overall, so he'll be able to cash out. So to one Kyle Okposo, thank you very much for your service. 3 years here, almost 3 straight 30-goal seasons. He had a hell of a time here. Did one Kyle Okposo, but again, he doesn't fit the build of what we're looking for. Dave Schultz. I don't know what it is, man, but Dave Schultz just doesn't take penalties. So technically it could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with Shelley, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players have to go. Ooh, 8 players have to go off of this team. So we have to play favorites amongst the goons. That's a tough call. 8 players have to go. Damn. Okay, I'm going to say that Ken Baumgartner's on the way out. He's been good for us. He's one of the top goons, but at least in the AHL, he's an incredible goon. I just don't really have an attachment to Ken Baumgartner as a goon. I don't. Like, yeah, he's a guy, but I look at like Darren McCarty or George Larocque. Baumgartner just doesn't make the cut for me. Oh boy. So we still got to cut 7 dudes. I think Darren Langdon is in that same category for me. Very good goon, but someone I'm cool with releasing. So that brings us down to needing to cut 6 players. And that's where it gets difficult. God, we got to cut 6 more players here. I think Zach Ronaldo, because he's not quite a legendary goon, we'll go ahead and cut Zach Ronaldo. That brings us down to 5. I don't know what we're going to do about Ryan Reeves. Or that brings us down to 4, doesn't it? If I'm not mistaken. I think... I don't know if I'm getting rid of Gino. Jody Shelley, Rock, McCarty, Probert. It's a tough call, dude. That's a tough call. Baumgartner's from Flim Flon. How could you cut someone from Flim Flon? Fair enough. We still got to get rid of like 4 dudes here. I hate to say it, but I think Reeves has to go. Like, I love Ryan Reeves. You know, we brought him in for the season. He played in the AHL. But I think just based off of who else is available out of the legends, Reeves is the guy to get rid of. So we are going to cut Ryan Reeves. I hate to say it. I think Jim Cummins, great name. But Jim Cummins is going to be let go for now as well. Again, just somebody who doesn't quite make the cut. And now, if I'm not mistaken, Canadian, what's going on? So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Still gotta cut 3 players. Still gotta cut 3 players, and they're all gonna be kind of legendary goons that gotta go. Bissonnette's obviously staying. Stu Grimson's on the chopping block. Peter Worrell's on the chopping block as well. Oh, Jody Shelley. 3 players gotta go. I'm kind of thinking I agree with the idea of getting rid of Dave Schultz because he really doesn't put up penalties. Which is very bizarre. I don't know why. But Schultz hasn't... Yeah, he has 92 penalty minutes now in 3 seasons. Not that it's like the caliber of player I want to get rid of, but man, the guy just doesn't put up... Just doesn't put up the penalty minutes. Can't believe I'm going to do this. Dave Schultz is out, despite the higher rating. We still have to cut 2 players. None of these guys are going. Not a chance. So it comes down, in my opinion, I think Stu Grimson's gone. I don't want to get rid of any of these players, but we have to get rid of some. We're going to let go with Stu Grimson. And then the last name, it's down to Gino Ojic or Jody Shelley. Because I like Peter Worrell more than either of these two. God, that fucking... How is that still broken, dude? Where you can't... Okay, watch. Ready? I'm on Cassian. Right trigger. LOL. Back up to Kreider. I hate it, man. How has that not been fixed? Gino. 3 seasons in the AHL. Jody Shelley, I think, has 3 seasons in the AHL as well. Oh, it's a tough call. I think it's got to be Jody Shelley. I hate to say it, but we're going to let go of Jody Shelley. So with that, we will at least have our forward core. Let's go ahead and sign one Peter Worrell, who's looking for a dirt cheap contract. Biz is going to get all the money because we need cap whales, and why not have Biz be one of them? We will go ahead and sign Gino as well. He only wants a 2-way deal. Rob Ray wants a decent chunk of change. Bob Probert. Well, Cody, I know why it happens. I'm just saying that it's ridiculous they haven't fixed that. It's the dumbest. Give Darren McCarty money. Big George. Who doesn't love Big George? Brian McGrattan as well. I love the change of seeing like what jersey they're wearing, where it's like Ty Domi. I think that's a... God, with that type of collar, is that a Nike? I hate those type of freaking ridiculous collars that some of those old jerseys used to have. Whereas Brian McGrattan's still just rocking the Reebok. Ty Domi. Let's go ahead and sign you as well. Louis, dropping the 9 months. It's a boy. And I thank you very much for that, as everybody has signed. Beautiful. All right, cool. So this team is set. We're only on 39 contracts, which is fine because, again, injuries are off. Hopefully there's no major losses to the coaching staff, and there is not. Sweet. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look. So Galina is still our best option. Outside of Wynn or Nguyen, call him whatever one you will. I've heard it pronounced both ways. And McLeod. Good old Reese Brindamore as well. I mean, when there's an A-grade coach, we kind of have to go for him. Even if it's a pain in the ass. You know? So yeah, let's see what we can do here. We're going to fire that defensive coach. I'm going to move you back to assistant. I'm going to fire this coach as well there. Let's see what we can do. So for Mr. Wynn here, let us scroll forever and ever, amen, until the end of time, to make sure this guy signs with us. Oh. Sneeze. For those playing Tookie Bingo at home, there is your first sneeze of the night. Nico, you've missed nothing but us re-signing players. Don't worry about it. You've missed nothing. What kind of products does Sean use? I don't know, man, but that's some great elevation, isn't it? Like, that is some tremendous elevation that I could only dream of. I mean, the only guy who could rock a bucket hat better than him would be frickin' Scotty Too Hottie back in the day. That'd be the way to do it. Alright, that should be enough to sign that guy. And then McLeod. Holy hell, everyone's interested in this dude. Is that the aliens guy? It's a fair comparison, isn't it? It is a fair comparison. Charles, what's going on, buddy? Turn it up for too cool. Damn right. Look at Clarence. Clarence with all the energy of a dad who's had to walk into the principal's office for the 4th time this semester. God damn it, Jake. When are you going to get it together? You're wasting your potential. Anyway, is that too real for some people? Jake, yeah, well, we will, I didn't even mean to just name you based off of that, but yeah, no, we will be playing NCAA in a little bit. Alright, let's see if that goes through for those two. Let me just double check the scouts, as we always have to do. We should be fine. Yeah, we could get a couple more A-grade scouts. I don't really care enough to make those changes. So free agents, we know we need to sign a goaltender. We still have $22 million in cap space. So that money will be going to a 42-year-old Craig Hank. Hank has a chance to be signed by someone else. Actually, so do these guys. Brad? Did we go for Brad? Get yourself a cold case of Brad. I think we have... Oh, Scott Darling. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're giving Scott Darling all the money. Hank is good enough to get signed by somebody else. We're giving Scott Darling all the money. All of the money. Let's move ahead. Awesome. So, Win, Nguyen signed. Perfect. We got both coaches. Beautiful. And Scott Darling signed as well. Fantastic. So let's hope this A-grade coach happens to be a good, chemistry fit with the team. I don't know if he will be, but hey, what are you gonna do? All right, let's see what this team's gonna be for this season, huh? Well, let's see. Yes, NHL 04 had real coaches. All right, so our squad this year. Copeland is going to be our starting goaltender. Peters will be right behind him, so... Copeland is the 20-year-old medium elite. Peters is also a medium elite at 21, so... Promising start there in terms of goaltenders. Defensively, Marchman, Gudis, Alexiak, Butchermore, and Alexandrov. It's going to have to be that. So at least one drafted player has made the team so far, and Alex, which is beautiful. 4th overall pick in 2021. And indeed, Bayer, after one season, has gone up 10 overall points. 3rd overall, baby. What a guy. Very excited for him. Kreider, Cassian, Domi, McCratton, LaRock, McCarty. It's 10, 11, 12. Okay, so a couple of guys do have to get sent down. Of course, we have like nothing but 4th liners. So 10, 11, 12, 13. I hate to say it, but Gino is the odd man out. He'll be going back down to the minors. And we'll go best lines here. And let's see how well this coach actually happens to fit the team. So George, really good on the 1st or 3rd line. I know you can't really see it there, but something's got to get cut off, so it might as well be that. But 1st or 3rd line for him. Rob Ray's good in the bottom 6. McCarthy's good in the bottom 6. Nyland's not really great on any particular line, so we can put him wherever. McGrattan's good anywhere. Probert's best on the 4th line. Darren McCarty, 1st or 3rd, so he and George have the same chemistry fit. Cassian on the 1st line for sure. Kipper, it doesn't really matter. Domi's best in the bottom 6. Kreider's best on the top line. Okay, this coach doesn't fit well with Bayer, so we're going to have to make a change already, because I obviously need our star player to actually fit with the coach's scheme. So we're going to fire our AHL or our NHL goalie coach, actually. We'll drop Wynn down, and we'll call up this other guy in McLeod and see how good he happens to be. Alright, let's, and actually here, yeah, we'll just make Graham the NHL goalie coach. Alright, McLeod, how well do you fit the team? And actually, since I have the team set up, let me go back to coaching staff here. So McLeod, 59, oh boy. 59's probably not great either. Let's go back. What was Win at then? So we know kind of our baseline. Also a 59. McLeod, at a 59, do you at least fit Bayer in a decent way? Not really. Okay. Galina was our coach last year. 63. He's also still not an incredible fit for Bayer. We'll keep looking. We have Smith Pelly. 59. What about Lebrier? 60. Horrible fit with Bayer. And Lavasseur. 50. Okay, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess we're going to have to go with Galina. There's really nobody else there that's as good of a fit as we need. Damn. Damn. Is there a good goalie coach? I think this is the person that we fired. Go ahead and bring you on. So, unfortunately, I had to coach with anyone by putting the team in the best spot. Well, yeah, but that's the thing, though, right? I got to see what that baseline number is, and then we adjust by putting people in a better spot, and it might work out for us, or it might not. Endo, what's going on, buddy? Okay, so just to double check this, Probert's best on the fourth line. Nyland is best on the third line. Rob Ray can play anywhere. Kipper's best on the third line. McGrattan's best on the third or first line. We'll put him up there for the moment. McCarty's best on the fourth line. So Probert, McCarty guaranteed on the fourth line, as is Sandy McCarthy. So that is going to be our fourth line more than likely, which is pretty sweet. Revy, what's up, buddy? Nyland on the third, Kipper on the third, Ray can play anywhere. Domi's best on the fourth. Who has the best chemistry? Domi or McCarthy on the third line. We'll keep Domi there, which works for me. Again, Kipper's good, Nyland's good. Ray can play anywhere. Cassian, ideally on the first line. LaRock, ideally on the first line. Oof. Kind of a tough setup here with this team in terms of maxing out this chemistry. Kipper and Nyland on the third. Anybody else could really play there. Cassian on the first or the third. Again, Domi could be second or third. Rock would be first or fourth, but again, none of these guys. Well, Sandy McCarthy can play on the second. This is actually a really tough team building process to get us a half decent bit of chemistry here. For whatever it's worth.
Oh, good!
Yeah, I think swapping LaRock over would be helpful. Shout out to Mustard Tiger. Hell of a name. Appreciate that follow. Alright, so there we go. The fourth line's looking decent there. Yeah, because none of those guys can really play on any other lines. Again, Domi's good, Kipper's good, Nyland's good. Rob Ray, good where he is. Cassian ideally on the first. We gotta swap these two around. Again, Sandy can play wherever we need him to play. And Domi's kind of fine there. I think we have our team. As surprising as it is, I think we have our team. It's not perfect, I will say that, but I think it'll work out. We can't really get any better chemistry. We'll at least get Kreider onto the top line. He's gonna have the best face-offs of the bunch. Let's see, Bayer at a 78 for draws. 60 for Nyland, that's rough. And LaRock, oh boy. Go with McCarty. That is the forward core for this season. Scratch that, we can get Bayer onto the top line without having to worry about chemistry. So that is much better. That is the team for this season. We are probably going to suck, which is not really a surprise. The only defenseman who can't really play anywhere is Alexandrov. He's going to have to be with Marchman or Butcher. We'll put him with Marchman on that top line. And, I mean, Butcher just works out well with whoever we play him with. That's the team. I mean, we'll make it work. I don't expect this to be good because we have two of our younger goalies in the lineup. But we should be okay. The only thing now is to just make sure that our prospects are actually in. We should be okay. And we got a couple of dudes here that we didn't draft, but that were made available to us. Can we get rid of the minuses? No, we can't. A -3 on the third pairing is going to have to stay. And then for the forwards, Jacobson is ours. Obviously, you got Biz. I think we're pretty much good to go. I don't think anyone's scratched that we care about. Sishka, Petrov. McGrattan's not ours. We're set. I mean, again, we're not going to be great by any stretch of the imagination, but we've gotten some pieces onto this team already. And hopefully, maybe, somehow, potentially, possibly, I mean, 78% locker room chemistry. This team might make something happen here. Eli, what's going on? How are the re-edits coming along? I've only made it from Anaheim to Minnesota. And that's just in terms of editing overalls and potentials. I am not rushing through the re-editing process. So that Pittsburgh series might start in March. End of February if you're lucky. Just the way it panned out. Let's see on the season. 74, 84, and a 66. Compared to an 89, 85, 81 for Nashville. Tough season ahead for the Goons. Very tough season ahead for the Goons. But then again, we thought that last year and we actually did pretty well. Let's sim to January. Let's see how we do. We won our season opener against Nashville. And then it's all downhill from there. Well, Bretsky, I mean, you gotta figure, I gotta literally go to every league and change up the, you know, just even changing up the info a little bit. It takes forever. It takes forever. But hey, we'll get there. I mean, like I said, I don't know how crazy I'm going to be with created players. I'm certainly not caring anymore about attributes because I don't have time. So, will John Tortorella find a new job if he gets fired? Yes. Probably as an analyst. Probably. 19, 14, and 4. We are significantly better than I would have thought. We are currently in a playoff spot. Happy New Year. Joe Byer is just destroying worlds right now. We are in a goddamn playoff spot. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Let's see, goals for mid-table. Mid-table somewhere. Goals against mid-table. How good is our goaltending? Our power play is the third best. We have the third best power play in the league. Our penalty kill is mid-table but closer to the top. A god-tier power play, to say the least. Byer has 28 goals in 37 games, 43 points. He already has 109 career points in 2 seasons, less than 2 seasons. Zach Kassian, Chris Kreider doing very well as well. It really drops off from there, though. Really drops off from there. The penalty minutes, though, Ty Domi leading the way. You'll love to see that. Kassian with the least amount of penalties. Amongst the forwards, who's the hit king? It's Chris Kreider. Fight leader, Ty Domi has 10 fights already. Mwah. Byer dropped an overall because we have morale on. So, it's just how it works. Our defense. 18 points from Archman's not bad. Alexandrov has 4 points in his first 37 games as a rookie. Hit leader is Radko Gudas. The fight leader is Butcher with just 4. So Butcher is not fighting nearly as much as he used to. And both of our goaltenders have an above 900 save percentage. That won't last. But my God, this team is actually doing pretty well given the circumstances. Now, we haven't looked at the upcoming draft class. We will this month when I'm given the opportunity. But hilariously, I mean, yeah, we've lost 5 in a row to start this month. 6, 7 in a row. 8, 9 losses in a row. And say goodbye to the playoffs, guys. But we look at this draft class. We don't have enough information on a lot of these players. Gilbert Lecavalier might be our best option if he's a DFD. Colin Carney, son of Keith, probably. Yeah, we just don't have a ton of info on this draft right now either, so. We won all, or lost all but one game. We beat San Jose. We started that month in the playoffs, and we are now second last in our division. That is what you call a collapse. Jesus. Alki, what's up? 22-30. Oh, God. All right, well, this season's over. This season's over for a little bit now, isn't it? Oh, what a disaster. Any crazy trades at the deadline? Butcher and Dumoulin for 2 firsts and Pavelstein. Pavelstein? I was thinking of Pavel Shen. Yeah, cool. Ryan Ellis and David Savard for a first, 2 prospects and a third. Some dude named McDonald in the 6th for a first, second, and Isaac Rosen. Holy shit. Alright, well, there you go. We are not that far out of a playoff spot that if we were to keep winning, we might be able to pull something off here, but that's just not going to happen. It was looking promising once upon a time for ye old Goonfish. We missed the playoffs by a very, very big amount. It took 92 points to make the playoffs. We finished with 74. But Joe Byer was 58 goals! Oh my God! I noticed the point he dropped down to an 86. Dude, I noticed the points first and then I saw the goals. Dude, he's the Canadian Ovechkin. I mean, somebody's got to score goals on a shit team. He has 98 goals in 2 seasons. Holy shit. He had more points this year than last, despite having better talent around him. 58 goals. Shot 18% this year. 13 goals on the power play, 12 GWGs, 6 shorties as well. Oh my God. Played almost 23 minutes a night. Craziness from one Joe Byer. Craziness. I mean, nobody else here really matters, but Cassian was solid, Kreider was solid. Dude, nobody else broke 20 goals. He had 58. Fucking crazy, dude. What a season. What a season. Crazy penalty minutes for McGrattan and Domi. Hit leader amongst the forwards was Joe Byers, so that's fantastic. And we had 4 forwards in double digits for the fight total. Again, Byers' shooting category is up there. Yeah. Only 86 offensive awareness, but again, somebody's got to score on this team. And the man scores goals. Marchment, Butcher, Gudas all over 20 points. Alexandrov with just 10 points on the year. The defense really didn't get too crazy in terms of the physicality. Garth Butcher really slowed down too in terms of the fights, and our goalies dropped a bit. But some improvement from Matt Coupland. The Coupland. Deke Slayer, what's up, by the way, buddy? Recently quitting Hut, one Deke Slayer. Kane, McDavid, Draisaitl, Ovechkin, erupted. Did Beyer win the... Oh, my God. Better than Austin Matthews. It's Joe Beyer. What a race between him and McDavid. Oh, my God. What a race. Second-year pro wins the Richard. That's insane. The Goons have a chance because of this man. Make no mistake about it. We have a shot in this particular challenge series. Imagine Thatcher Demko in Edmonton. No goalie goals. 4 points for Elvis Merzlikins, by the way. I bet you have no buyer's remorse. Ha ha! Shane Wright out in Arizona. I bet that sounds good to one Deke Slayer. Won the Calder this year. It's going to win the Calder, at least. So, all in all, we started off incredibly hot and then blew it. But Joe Beyer is the father of my children, or will be. And Joe Beyer did win the Calder as well. Yes, he won the Calder last year. Looks like the AHL team has made the playoffs, but they normally collapse in the second round. They haven't collapsed. So the AHL team is in the conference finals against the worst AHL team of all time. Let's see what they can do. Win game 1. Win game 2. They win game 3. So, yeah, our AHL team is going to the Calder Cup final. And they're going to play Rockford or Henderson. And it's going to be Rockford. Gino Ochik leading the way, 20 points in 15 games. Again, we do have some young players on this team. Freddie Bales was a second-round pick in 2020. He's on this team. Artem Solovyov on this squad as well. Grayson Peterson, Yanni Louie, Jacobson, MacArthur, also draft picks of ours. So this is working out. Puck Nerd, yeah, you don't have to tell me. Trust me, I know. When the Portland Pirates got moved to Springfield, it's only because the Falcons left. So trust me, I'm aware. We lose 3-1 to Rockford in game 1. Game 2 goes to the good guys. Game 3 to the good guys. Game 4, tied series. Game 5. Game 6, and they're gonna fall. Yep, the Rockford Ice Hogs win the Calder Cup. So unfortunately, due to Chicago and Florida, the Quinville Bowl in the Stanley Cup Final, the good mix. Wow, Chicago pulled off the double. Stanley Cup and Calder Cup. So, I mean, the AHL team put up a pretty good fight, a good mix of veterans and younger players, but they just fell short. We'll see how we're looking here. So, Beyer with some good improvement. Cassian and Kreider are dropping. Do we have any other greens here? Fortunately, we can't sort by greens because the game sucks. Let's see, good improvement for Copeland. Good improvement for Peters, even if it's not showing it right now. Oberg, some very good improvement there. Alexandrov as well. Kasparaitis, but man, that age and that overall are not great. Jaden Winkler, our 9th overall draft pick, I do believe, maybe 10th. He's up to a 70 already as a high elite, so I'm very excited about him. Yeah, I mean, we got some pretty damn good prospect development here. A lot of these guys are long shots, including our goalie. I have no real complaints about this season. You know, given what we were expecting when I saw that roster, you know, lottery-wise, damn. We do move up from, actually, no, we don't. We dropped from 4 to 6. That sucks. I was hoping we had moved up a little bit. So the 6th overall pick in this draft, the big question will be, I didn't mean to skip over retired players. It is what it is. Mikko Koivu, though, went to Montreal and then retired, so that's pretty cool. The big question is going to be this draft class. Oh, Brule would have been nice. Brule would have been real nice. Damn. Well, we're not going to end up with him. The next best, hello, Ron Ebbett. Not a bad consolation prize. As a Char comparison, Palms, thank you for dropping the 11. Very much appreciated. Colin Carney also has a really good physical category. Adam Cassian's okay. I think we had... Hello, Grinder. Johnny Avery. A forward named Avery. What could go wrong? Power forward, he's a medium 9 in McIver. Huskins, Tyson Chuko. Hudson Dolan's a great name. Yeah, unfortunately, we kind of have limited options here. I think Ebbett is our guy. Let's get down to it. Why waste time? It is draft time. So Chow goes number 1. Wyatt Chow to the Buffalo Sabres. Detroit at 2 takes Erickson. Because, of course, Detroit took a Swede. Who would have thought? San Jose does not screw up. Unlike in the Freddie McDonough draft, they take Brule. So Brule is off the board. LeCavalier and Maselli are also off the board. So for us, I think it is quite clear. It's going to be Ron Ebbett, who is a decent riser in the scouting reports. Late break into the top 10. He's not amazing, but, I mean, given the fact he actually has good skating, that's pretty helpful. That's pretty helpful. Ron Ebbett of the Ottawa 67s. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago. 66 medium elite. Not bad. We did manage to snag a medium elite who was projected, 9th? So that's actually a huge W for us there. We're not guaranteed a medium elite outside of the top 5, and we got one 6th overall. Especially with the limitations that we have. Outside of Jalen Thorne, who we just handed to Nashville, that is a major W for us, actually. Very happy with that. He does have really good skating already, so he's never really going to have to worry about that. Good defensive awareness. Everything else sucks. But the guy can skate and can play defense. 85 strength, too. I know that's cut off for you guys. He doesn't check, though. That's a pretty big win. That is a pretty damn big win. Swift, what's going on, man? Let's sim to the second round pick now. 36th overall. We'll see what else happened here. Yeah, we handed Nashville a great player, though, so. Terrible balance. Hey, you take what you can get. He's better than Murata in terms of potential, better than Archibald. Neuendijk, go figure. Big win there for Calgary. Armsden, big win for Minnesota there as well. Carney was a 68 medium top 4. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we made the right choice. No doubt about it. Yeah, no doubt about it. We made the right choice. Parody would have been nice. So let's see who we have on the board here. Again, we are looking at power forwards, grinders, defensive defensemen, and enforcers. So Marjamaki will be on the list. Timmins will definitely be on the list. Cameron Carlton. Ricardo Bolton. Pekka Blomdahl. There are actually quite a few players eligible for us here. Derek Dingman. The grinder, Justin Sylvester. Another grinder, and Andre Lassard. Troy White. Okay. We actually have a lot of players here. So, first and foremost, Troy White out of St. John. He's okay. C is a couple of B's. Ricardo Bolton, big boy. Good skating, good physical, good shooting. Higher projected than White. We go for Bolton over White. Marjamaki. Can't skate worth a damn, but has some offensive instincts. He is a year older than Bolton. Pekka Blomdahl. We'd go for Bolton. I know Bolton's senses are worse and the puck skills, but we'd go for Bolton over Blomdahl. Kelly Timmins. Well, as it stands, we're taking Kelly Timmins. Can't turn that down. Can't turn that down. There's also Cameron Carlton. Hello. Okay, well, let's call a timeout here. We're going to have a decision to make. We're guaranteed a choice of 2 decent options here. What about Sylvester for the hell of it? Good, but obviously not good enough given the circumstances. Same with Derek Dingman. And same with Lassard. So I like Bolton a lot. He's the guy to take if we want a defenseman, but right now we're not looking for one thing over the other. We take best available. So Timmins has the shot edge. The only difference, guys, is the physicality, and Cameron Carlton has him beat. Carlton's the pick. He's also a bigger boy, too. Literally everything is the same except the physical category. Cameron Carlton's our guy. He doesn't have the pro comparison, but both are 2 years out. Carlton has the better physicality. No defined weaknesses as well, and he's a bigger boy. It's got to be Carlton, the Hungarian. He is, our scouts have him ahead of Timmins as well. So Cameron Carlton out of the Extraliga, the Hungarian, will be the pick. He is a 71 medium top 6. This has been a draft to remember already. We will see if we made the right choice, but goddamn, what a start. There's Marjamaki. Timmins was a 70. We made the right choice. Carlton. I mean, decent skater, does have a wicked shot. 2.5-star physical. He's got an 80 in strength, just like the body checking. And then there's Timmins. Okay, so Timmins does have the better shot, does he not? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. That equaled out. That equaled out. We made the right choice. Also, Carlton does wear the number 69. Good catch, Gray Valley. By default, he wears the number 69. He was born for this team. He was born for this team, I tell you. Bolton was really good, too. If neither of those two forwards were available, we would have been fine with him. But, yeah, I think... Dingman was a medium top 6 forward, even as a grinder. We really couldn't have gone wrong with that second round pick. We were guaranteed somebody decent. Third round. First player is Yahir Von Ark. Marcus Engqvist, AJ McLeod. Calvin Reyes. A goalie in Casey Brown. Another goalie, Mika Peltonen. Igor Smirnoff will look at, even though the potential. Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Hello! 6-foot power forward? That guy's got some feistiness in him. A real scrapper. Well, clearly we have our pick here. For due diligence, before we take Ekman, let's just look. YVA. Decent. Don't think we'd take him, obviously. Wilson Daly has a great name, but obviously not. Peltonen, meh. Engqvist, meh. Smirnoff, meh. Reyes. Elite speed. Good strength. But no. Casey Brown might be decent, but we don't really need goalies. And then McLeod. So the pick is obvious. We're taking Ekman. And he's got a long way to go if he's ever going to be good. That's a D- in defense, by the way. But if he pans out, big W. But yeah. I mean, we have to take him. And we will. 51! The big question for us moving forward is, how do we develop this man? Do we take our time, or do we just throw him into the NHL alongside Bayer and just hope that Bayer can drag this son of a bitch to a decent overall? We have a pretty good, we got a pretty good couple of... Oh my god, everything. The best thing he has is a 1-star shooting and 1-star physical. Skating as well, I guess. Yikes. Yikes. That is rough. He's got a long way to go. This has been an incredible draft for us so far. And we move on with pick number 100 in this draft. Jody, don't call me Tom Selleck, is the first player we'll look at. Ricky Dubilovic also on the board. Esakoko? The Coco! I mean, for Coco, we gotta draft him, right? Hello, Carson Menino. There's also Aiden Langenbrunner. We might have even more options here. Varlamov will avoid. Kent Porter. Billy Tarvinen. Grinder and Kim Hedin. Another option, Will Ruchin. Davis McKenna. Lewis Stevenson. Quite a few goalies here, but again, we'd only take a... Oh, man, that was so close. Clifford Maloney, by the way. We'd only take a goalie if we were in desperate need at this stage. Okay, let's see who we have here. So Wyatt Trainer, hello. That's a straight B in defense, by the way. Interesting. Has magic hands, too. Interesting. It's a grinder. Probably end up being a power forward. Billy Tarvinen. Not more intriguing than Trainer. Dubilovic, no. Stevenson, no. Porter, I'm not going to take the goalie. Dean, not more interesting than Trainer. Selleck, good senses and size, but I like Trainer more. Yanila. There's Coco. I mean, it's decent. He's well-rounded. McKenna, Menino, we can't say with certainty. And then Maloney would be the guy to pick if we really want to bank on him actually being a DFD. Or actually being a medium elite. Yeah, Langenbrunner's not that bad. So clearly, it comes down to this. And the good thing is, I think we can get both of them. Based off of where they're drafted, I think we found our next two picks. We're going to take Maloney and we're going to take Trainer. I identify these two guys as our best possible options. Whether or not I'm right or wrong, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to go for it. So with this first pick, we're going to take Cliff Maloney. And we're going to see if this guy is actually decent. We're hoping for that medium elite potential. Medium top 6. Damn. I mean, he's comparable, if not slightly lower overall compared to what we've been seeing elsewhere. It's okay. I mean, anything lower than that would have been a disaster. I don't hate it. We'll go to pick 132. And we'll be taking one Wyatt Trainer out of the Kingston Frontenacs. Let's see how good Wyatt Trainer is. 59, low 9. Well, our luck ran out in the 4th round. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. When your luck runs out in the 4th round, you're doing okay. Chris Irwin's actually not that bad. Nor is Mohammed Shore. Leopold's not that bad. Man, we still have some options here. Okay, maybe not. I said that now out of nowhere. We're not getting anybody available to us here. Alright. Let's look at potential here as well to see if there's anybody. Eric Schmaltz. Good old Jesus Piper. Yeah, Yuri Samsonov. Maybe he's 19, though. Garrett Gormley. 20-year-old goalie. We really don't need him. Hello, Stephen Asham. Potentially. Zach Wheel could be worth it as well. Alright. I think we have our short list of dudes here. Call a timeout really quickly. I mean, obviously it's the 6th round. So we'll end up with 2 of these players more than likely. For the most part, we're just looking at potential. I mean, Leopold has the shooting and the physicality. He's 18. Schmaltz is 19. Gonna have a horrible overall, but you'd be banking on him being a medium elite. Irwin at least has some promising aspects to his game. 6'6", 232. The problem is he's 20. I mean, granted, overagers is how we found success back in the original Goon squad, but that was figuratively and literally a different game. Shore is 18, good shooting, physicality. I'm looking at Shore and Leopold so far. Problem is, I think we could only get one of them. Asham's 19, same thing, would take forever to develop. Okay, I think I have my options here. Again, it's just a different game. I'm gonna remove the overagers. We have to choose between Shore and Leopold, then we'll take Wheel in the 7th. So in terms of the stats, Shore is clearly the guy because of the puck skills and the senses. 6th round pick, Mohammed Shore out of Prince Albert. How good are ya? Low 7th. Yikes. Our luck disappeared. And Zach Wheel out of Medicine Hat will be our final pick in this draft. Man, those last 3 picks especially were rough. All in all, still an incredible draft for us given the circumstances. Ebbett and Carlton were slam dunks. Ekman is the hope long term that he'll actually develop. I do love where this team is at right now. I honestly think we are set up to have success here with this team. You know, again, goaltending wise, we're set. We also lost our goaltender, and Scott Darling. He took the money and ran. Someone like Lissom will have to be signed, but that gives us our 4 goaltenders. Winkler still won't be signed. Defensively, I mean, again, we're still, you know, we're still having some issues here. But in terms of potential, I mean, Ebbett, Kasparaitis, Alexandrov kind of leading the way. And then forward-wise, again, now 2 medium leads, 3 medium top 6s, including Oberg, who has to be signed to his ELC. And talk about someone who might be able to do some damage alongside Bayer. I mean, right here, if in the future this is our top line, Bayer, Oberg in the middle, and Ekman, things could be looking pretty good for us. But for right now, at least, like I said, you take the good with the bad. There you have facts of life. Da-doo-doo. Da-doo-doo. Yes, I skipped a lyric there. Anyway, yeah, excitement, positivity.